right, guys, I think it is time to get started. Also, if you want to turn on some great music, that would be awesome. I'm out here with some birds and some wind and some chatter. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Turn your music on. Make sure you've got just a little bit of space. And we are going to start with a step touch. And I think that you guys might be muted without the ability to turn back on. So if you do have a question, just type it in the chat. I have somebody moderating throughout the entire class. Let's change this step touch to a curl so that we can curl hamstrings. Kick yourself in the tail. If you want to add arms, bring the arms into it. It's a little chilly out here, I'm not going to lie. So the more we can move, the warmer we're going to get. We are going to change this here in just a minute to some high knees. Right here, right knee, step, step, left knee, step, step. And I'm really hoping it's not going to rain on my head while we're doing this class. All right, we're going to take a nice wide stance here. Take it wide, bring the arms all the way up on an inhale. As we exhale, hinge forward at the hips, nice soft knees. Inhale, we're bringing it all the way back up. Move this with your breath. The bigger the circle, the warmer you're going to be. Keep those knees nice and soft. Keep your spine straight and neutral. All right, let's bring those hands down. We're going to come all the way across, reach from fingertips to toes, a cross body stretch, and then switch sides, opposite. Now we're going to twist and reach. Turn the hips, turn that back knee. Nice and controlled, okay? We're not going to throw ourselves around. Nice and controlled here because we're just trying to get things warmed up. All right, and then hands come behind. You can clasp fingers together. Hi, little chipmunk. He's joining our class today. Let's bring the hands back there and come together. All right, I hope you guys are nice and warmed up. We're going to put 30 seconds on the clock. And we're going to do 3 supersets. If you've taken my class before, you know this is the way that I roll. So 30 seconds, and we are going to start. So you've got a step. We're going to start with a push-off. So you're just going to alternate legs and push off. Then we are going to jump down, put the hands on for a push-up, and then we're going to turn around and sit on that step for some bicycle crunches, okay? So 30 seconds each, and then we'll rest. Here we go with the alternate leg push-off. So push, push. Alternate legs. Keep the shoulders up over the hips. Now you can make your step higher and make this a little bit more difficult. If you don't want to have a step at all, you could totally do this just on the ground with a little baby lunge. It would be very similar. We're getting ready to switch to push-ups. You can really do any variety of push-ups here. I'm going to do an incline push-up with my hands on the step. Here we go. Incline push-ups. If you want to drop the knees, you can. If you want to not use a step and just do a flat push-up, you can. Any variety of push-up that works for you. 30 seconds. Don't give up on me. Slow down if you want to, but good quality reps, okay? We're going to flip around and have a seat and move into some bicycle crunches right here. Flip around, have a seat. So opposite knee, I don't know if you can see me, opposite knee to elbow. Keep that belly pulled in strong. So those 2 bony hip points in the front, squeeze them in toward the belly button. We're going to rest after this, so don't worry. Keep going. Don't quit on me. All right, and take a break. So 30 seconds, 30-second break. Take a sip of water if you need to. We're going to repeat that whole thing again. So alternate leg push-offs, any variety of a push-up, and then those bicycle crunches. These stony steps are not super comfortable, I'll just tell you. So if you need to put down a cushion or something or a towel, that would be a great idea. All right, alternate leg push-offs. We're going to start with the right foot first. And if you want to pick up the pace, that's going to make it that much more intense. Let's go. So pick up the pace if you really want to build up a little bit more heat. You're just pushing off with that foot. Alternate, keep the shoulders over the hips, keep the belly in strong. All right, don't forget next, we're going to push-ups. Any variety of push-up that you want to do. Here we go, let's drop it down. I got to find a place on this step that is relatively flat and ergonomical for my wrist. Remember, you could drop this, put your knees down in the wet grass. All right, spin around for bicycle crunches. Have a seat on your step. Let the feet come down right here. Here we go. Turn around. Opposite knee to elbow. Now you can see I'm not crunched over in a little ball. Try to keep it nice and upright. Remember, you can pick up the pace. I'm trying to go slow so I can talk you through it, but you can pick up the pace. 10 more seconds, then we'll rest. All right, stop. 30 seconds for a rest. Okay, next superset, 3 more exercises. I'm going to show you while you're resting. So we're going to take a high plank position and we're going to rotate the thoracic spine. Keep the hips in nice and strong. Then we're going to flip for tricep dips. And then we're going to either do jump ups or step ups. So either one's going to work. So go ahead and get down there, that high plank position. And here we go. High plank, thoracic rotation. So you're not going to throw that hand up there, nice and controlled. You can go fast, you can go slow. Take those 2 hip points, draw them into the belly button. Let the pelvic floor rise up toward the head. Nice, strong core, you guys. No mountains, no valleys. Keeps the hips down. We're going to turn around and do dips right here. Turn around, edge of the hands, walk the feet out, and drop the hips down. Now, the further away your feet are, the more difficult this is. So find a place that works for you that you can keep up the whole 30 seconds. We're going to stand up and do either jump ups or step ups in 2 more seconds. All right, here we go. All the way up. Now you can jump, or you can just do a step up. Okay, if you step up, make sure that you alternate which foot is the lead foot. Okay, so either way, jump up or step up. Then we're going to take a break for 30 seconds. Don't quit. Slow down if you need to, but don't quit. One more. All right, 30-second rest. 30-second rest. We're going to go back into that high plank with a T-spine rotation. I hope you're warmer than I am. It's still chilly out here. We're halfway through, guys. You can do it. Get a sip of water. All right, let's get that high plank position. Walk the feet down. You could even drop the knees if you need to drop the knees. Here we go. Alternate arms. Push those toes away. Really get internal obliques to grab in. Push the toes away. Act like your hands are pushing that step forward, even though they're not really pushing this step forward. All right, we're going to turn around, have a seat for our dips right here. So edge of the hands on the seat, walk the feet away, let the sit bones drop down. You're taking your elbows so about 90 degrees. And the further away your feet, the more difficult it is. So find a place that's right. You could go faster than me. You could go slower. Couple more seconds, And then we're going to go to those step ups right here. So if you're going to do step ups, alternate which leg leads. So right, right, left, left, or jump. You can make it just a little jump. And then we're going to take a 30-second break after this and go into our third superset, which we'll repeat twice, just like we have been. And stop. All right. Woo, 30 seconds on the clock for a rest. Now we're going to move into an elevated bridge. So we're going to lay down with our back on the ground or the mat, if you're on the mat, and your feet up on the step. I'm thinking I'm going to use the grass here, and I'm going to get wet. So feet are going to go up on that step. Sorry, cameraman. Feet are going to go up here. And then we're going to start to lift the glutes here in just 1 second. And then we're going to move over to an all fours. Let's get going. 30 seconds on the clock. Let's move. Now you could go faster or you could go slower. You also could elevate one leg. Woo! Really get those hamstrings fired up. Make sure you alternate legs if you're going to do the single leg bridge. I'm going to go with a double. All right, we're getting ready to flip over to all fours. Put your hands on the step, knees on the ground in an all fours position right here. Hands on the step, knees on the ground. And we go bird dog, out to the side. So I'm going to show you 15 seconds on the right, and then we're going to switch and do 15 seconds on the left so that we have the whole 30 seconds. Right here, switch legs. Keep breathing. Make sure you flex that toe. Okay, now we're going to straighten out the legs to a plank position right here. High plank, and we're just going to lift. Just lift. One at a time. Broaden the collarbones. Let the shoulder blades wipe down toward that back waist pocket. And breathe. And then we're going to rest. Not yet, keep going. All right, stop and rest, 30 seconds. All right, we're going to repeat that whole thing again. So we're going to go right back down to that elevated bridge, feet up on the step for that. Now you can do single, you could do double, either way. Then we'll go back to bird dog. Then we'll go back to the plank leg lifts, and then we're going to stretch it out. You guys are doing a great job. Stick with me here. Go ahead and make your way down to your mat or to the ground. Get your feet up on that step. Take those two front hip bones, draw them in. Here we go. 30 seconds. I'm actually going to protect my head here from this sticky grass. Dig the heels in. You could, again, alternate. Whoop. Makes it a little bit more difficult. All right, we're getting ready to flip to all fours with our hands on the step and our knees on the ground. Right here. Flip. And we bird dog. 15 seconds on the right, 15 seconds on the left. Keep your foot or your toe flexed. Switch sides. Left knee, belly strong. All right, we're getting ready to push back into that high plank position right here. Walk it out and leg lift. Now you can go fast as long as you've got control of your pelvis. Don't let the pelvis sink down. I don't want you to hang into your hip flexors. Okay, push the toes away every single time. Push the hands away every single time so that you're activated and strong. We are almost there, you guys. Except I stopped my clock. Keep going. And quit. All right, good job. All right, we're gonna cool it down with some stretches. Let's just walk it out for a second. Back to that step touch. I'm gonna come back onto this little platform. Nice and slow, no reason to go fast. We're trying to bring the heart rate down. We're trying to bring the temperature down. All right, let's take a nice wide stance. Arms up, On an inhale, on an exhale, all the way down. Let's pause down here. Keep the feet pushing apart. Keep the pelvic floor drawing up toward the head. Scoop the belly up under the ribs. On an inhale, push through the feet, come all the way back up. We're gonna take that right heel up onto your step, hinge at the hips, keep the left knee a little bit soft. There we go. Reach those sit bones back. Shoulder blades go back toward that back hip pocket so that you have a nice long neutral spine. Inhale, we come up and switch legs. Soften that right knee. Send the hip bones back or sit bones back. Send the shoulder blades back. Let's tuck our chin so that we have a nice long neutral spine and our head is just a natural extension of that spine. All right, good job. Let's take the hands behind. We did work our chest just a little bit. So let's take the hands behind. If you can't clasp, that's okay. Just reach so that we still get that heart opener and that chest stretch. And then we're going to come across the front, bring it above the elbow and bring it to you. So we're only crossing one joint. And then reach that same arm up, bend the elbow and give it just a little bit of a push. And then switch sides. So left arm comes across right above the elbow. And then reach it up, bend the elbow, give that elbow just a little push. And then we're done. Thank you guys for joining us today for our Wellbeing Week outdoor workout. If you have comments, please put them in the chat. We'll be happy to answer any comments that you have.